Well, good morning, everybody. Jeff Slicky here on Daybreak. I have a great guest in studio from Olympia Nissan, General Manager John Brown. John, JB, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
It's really nice to meet you. About a month ago or so, I ran into Jerry Robertson, who works for you at Olympia Nissan, up at a North Mason luncheon. We got to have a good chat, and we reconnected and says, we should get our GM JB on the air with you because Olympia Nissan in the community is really changing the way the car culture and the car buying experience is, and there's a big focus on community and giving back to the community. And
Absolutely.
I love talking about community and ways that folks and corporations and companies are giving back. So Olympia Nissan, and you told me before we started the interview, interestingly enough, it's the most southern Nissan dealer in the state?
That's correct. Yeah, we are the southernmost Nissan dealer. There's nobody south until you hit Oregon. There's nobody west. I mean, so you have other dealers out there that are like in Aberdeen.
Sure.
Right, but there's no Nissan dealer out there. And to go east, you got to go across the mountains.
Yeah.
So obviously you can go north, and there's quite a few of the dealers up there, right? There's 3 or 4 of them, within 30, 40, 50 miles of us. But we're the southernmost Nissan dealer.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah.
You are in the Olympia Auto Mall.
Yep.
Capital Auto Mall there, amongst a bunch of other car companies and car selling organizations. How do you differentiate yourself? And then talk to me about some of your ongoing fundraising type efforts.
Well, for us, I've been there a little over 4 years now, and it was really about culture. It wasn't just selling cars. It was more about be a bigger part, be significant in other people's lives to help our customers out. The way we have to sell cars nowadays, the way customers are coming to us, they only come to us in certain ways. Either they're really a walk-in if they're really on the auto mall, if they go across the street to Subaru and then they walk across the street. That does happen. But to differentiate for us, Nissan helps out with that with their incentives. And all manufacturers have incentives. All manufacturers have either this interest rate or that interest rate, and they change monthly. It's from month to month. And then sometimes if they want to push a certain vehicle, like a Rogue. Right now, Rogues, I got $3,250 right on the hood, right, for a rebate. If you finance through Nissan, it's $3,750. Okay, so Nissan helps out with that. What we do internally for Olympia Nissan is we're a family-based business. Bruce and his wife, Linda, they have 4 kids. Michael is the GM next door at the Chrysler Jeep store. It's really just a family-owned business, and Bruce has kept it that way, and that's part of the culture of it for us. And internally, my salespeople, they do things a little differently. It's not just I teach them to ask the questions to the customer. What's changed in your life? It's not just, hey, what are you looking for? And here's the blue one. And this one has a better price than that one. It's not just price. It is what's changed in your life? What's your life variable? How can I help you for the longevity of it? It's not just one car deal. We want you to come back for parts. We want you to come back for service. And we want you to be part of our family. I've got a couple salespeople that have been with me a long time. One of my best friends has been with me for 20 years.
Wow.
And we have family. And those customers, we sold one yesterday. We've sold him and his wife, I don't know how many cars, probably 7 or 8 cars. His daughter just graduated. We got her into a new Sentra yesterday, and all by herself, And she was at another competitor, and she says, hey, I just want to go buy a car from JB and Billy. And he said, okay, let's go. So
Wow.
They're family. When it comes to the point of, and that family is, there really isn't a negotiation. We're going to give you the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the payment, right? No money out of your pocket. Here's a little money out of your pocket. You choose which one. We'll give you those options. And then we're here to take care of you. That's really the big deal, and that's part of being a community and getting involved like Jerry. Jerry's now, he's part of the Thurston County. He's an ambassador for Thurston County Chamber of Commerce. That guy is going out and he is touching everybody he possibly can. And he's my commercial guy, so he's selling the commercial vans, which we just became a part of. It's a really big deal for us to be significant in the community. We have, I think every dealer does this. They'll do a food drive or that. We do that every Thanksgiving. Right now we're doing back to school. So for the last month and a half, people come in, can just drop off stuff, and we'll give that to the school districts. The salespeople, You know, if they feel like it's not big enough, we all chip in. We'll go to Walmart or wherever, or Staples, and we'll buy and we'll give back too. That's really what the culture is that we got to give back. We know that if we keep giving, the community will come back. People want that heartfelt. People want to know. It's not just selling cars. It's not just a number. It's really being a part of the community. And like you and I talked about before, I wasn't part of that, you know, for years. And now that I'm in this position that I have, it's a big deal to me. You know, I've learned in my wisdom and my age is to be significant in other people's lives and really start diving into that stuff. We're working with Morningside. People don't know Morningside. They work with people that have autism, and they have to find jobs for these people. Well, I have 2 of them right now. You know, so those kids have complete support. They have support from the state, but they also have support from us. And that's something that, you know, these people, what happens to those people that have these high functioning autism, but they got to be a part of society for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
You know, and we all know life, you know, parents aren't always around, right? So how are those people going to survive? Well, my job is to teach salespeople to come get my job. Be better, be bigger, right? Be a part of something bigger than yourself, but grow. And that's really what we're doing here in Olympia. Is we're growing the community, and giving back is a big deal for us.
So it's not just seeing and hearing the ads and seeing the signage, but it's kind of when you guys are on the front lines with your sleeves rolled up and you're in the community giving back. That's when those connections really come. I've noticed that's a positive change in the corporate culture over the last couple of years. It really seems like a lot of folks have keyed in on the idea that everybody is going to find a deal. You go online, you can find a deal, this and that, the other thing. But how are you impacting the community on a personal level? Are you there maybe at a food bank dishing out food on an evening, or are you giving back in the school drive? So folks can just come up to Olympia Nissan, drop off any sorts of school supplies for the next week or so. School's starting soon.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
And check out some of the new Nissans. What are the hot ones these days?
Rogue is probably our biggest one. You know, Altima is a big deal. There's a new body style coming out, so they're really incentivizing on that. You know, it's the Sentra. You know, but I would say our Rogue, obviously, you know, it's a little SUV that gets almost 30 miles to the gallon. I mean, and it's an all-wheel drive car. That, you know, people just love them. And I have a huge selection, obviously, but, you know, giving back to the community is really the biggest deal. Bruce is big into, we're having a pet drive too. My owner loyalty manager, Brittany, she said, I want to do a pet drive. And so Subaru, our Subaru store, sister store up in Tacoma, is really big into that. And they're doing it like, I don't know, at least once or twice a quarter, and helping the local humane society, you know, find homes for these animals.
Wow.
You know, so I'm a big animal lover. I mean, you know, I have an acre, and you know, I live here, you know, Steamboat Island, and we have an acre, and we've had goats and chickens and dogs and cats, and you know, that's how we raised our kids. You know, just a good country lifestyle. And now we're having this. She said, "Hey, I want to do this," and I said, "Ball's in your court. Go for it."
Yeah.
I don't have the time. I'm out doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
You know, so do it. And so she's September. Is it September? It's September 8th or something like that. Or I'd have to get the date, but it's somewhere in September that we're having this. You know, the Humane Society is going to come up, and they're going to have a couple dogs, maybe a couple of cats. It's not going to be like 30 or 40 of them, but they're going to have all these pictures of all these animals, and it's also rabbits and gerbils. So it's anything. Yeah.
Holy
so
moly.
that's another. So Bruce is a big animal lover. The whole family is. And so it's just one of those things that they know giving back to the community and being a part of that, it means something. That's really what that's about is it means something.
You can, again, go online, find any sorts of car you wish, but when it comes to those personal connections, that's where Olympia Nissan obviously kind of changing the game here in the South Sound. They're online again at olympianissan.com. Looks like you got great reviews on the Google, and folks putting positive reviews on the stuff that you do there. Very cool. Well, it was really nice to meet you. And these drives continue on. The school one's wrapping up soon, but the animal drive will be soon, and then Thanksgiving right around the corner.
Right around the corner, yeah. And we're always trying to come up with new stuff. You know, I wanted to do, for the salespeople, to give back. So that's how Morningside started, was to maybe do a button saying, hey, I'm wearing jeans for Morningside this quarter. And then, so the salespeople or the people, all the employees wear jeans that day, and they pay me $5, and then we donate that money.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the things that we like to give back.
And in the Olympia Auto Mall, you go in, you take a right, take a left, go forward. How do you?
Well,
get in there?
you come into Olympia Auto Mall. It's at the main intersection. You take a left or a right. You come up the main street. I'm right on the corner.
Okay.
So that's you can't miss me. I've got big signs out, and it's Nissan's colors are silver and red, and you can't miss me. I'm right on the corner, and then of course Bruce has his big sign out there. It says Bruce Tice Automotive Group, right? So we're a big group. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, stop on by, meet JB, meet the whole gang up there at Olympia Nissan. They're doing great work in the community and definitely giving back. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.